Hi, good evening, all. This is SK. This is our new session where we recap daily S&P or Emini, whichever platform you guys are trading. Futures or options or TNA, UVXY, XIV, whatever you're trading. I know one thing that I do not want to say that I'm 100% perfect in trading S&P, but SPY or but I think I get more probabilities. I see more probabilities. I see more of the trades which are happening from day-to-day life. And I have back tested these kind of setups at least 20 years back or 10 years back. I've seen so many charts, so many time frames, just studying, because I was failing at every end, but I was committed to succeed. So now you guys are following me on Twitter. Sooner or later I want people are following you on Twitter or whichever platform you have, because we need to teach our family friends. I have my friends on Twitter, you all are my friends. I need to teach you guys, so you need to teach your kids, you need to teach your brother, you need to teach your sister, your father, your daughter. Teach, because this is the way coming. I mean, future is that economy. We don't know when we're gonna have our job. Is our business going to do good? Not. This is all technical. Stock market is technical. Reading charts is technical. And if we get a little bit niche of this, and we have confidence in our setup, if we know we are disciplined, this is what give us financial freedom. So, I'm just gonna go bar by bar here. Before the market opens, how do I look at, this was a trading range day. This is not the extended hour data. This is just the trading data. So this was, for me, the stop is, we should be short below 1815 ish. Below that, it's going to be the bear day. Or I will short the market. But as of now, this is our thing. This is what we see. We see the bull bar. Do I buy this? I might scalp this, but I will not 100% buy this. Then I see the second. When I see the second one, this is very important. This is kind of a breakout in 1 minute chart. This is a breakout, so I might buy this. I buy this. I buy while this candle is forming with the stop, which is while this candle is forming, my stop is low of the day. Or low of the day, I'll sell it. Or I'll just scale in higher, or scale in lower and try to get break even. But this is very bullish. A 10-minute candle is a buy sign. So we go for the next candle here. We again see the buy. If we are long here, if we are just long here above this, these green lines are our stops. We move our stop here right now. Right now, if you see, it's a first buy for 15-minute, guys. There are algorithms, there are computers, there are institutions, those who are trading 15, 30 or hourly charts. They are not looking at 5 minute, they are not looking at 10 minute. They're like the way I look at 5 minute or 2 minutes sometimes. They look at 15 minutes sometimes. They look at 5 minutes sometimes, but mostly they are making their decisions on 15-minute candle. So 15-minute candle is bullish. So for bulls, we should get one extra leg up as well. For 15 minutes, there will be a follow through on the buying. And this is what we saw for 15 minutes. This was the first buy. So with this first buy, we were long here. We moved our stop here. We moved our stop here after this bot. And then after next candle, right now 15-minute candle has a follow through. So we need to see if we take 1855 or not. I mean, you see there's a hesitation over there. We still have our stop over here. We moved after this candle closes near, let's say it's a 5-minute candle, 445-ish or 445-ish, or let's say 4 minute 50 seconds or something like that. We move our stop over here and see if we get any pullback here, as this is a potential pullback area. We see the next leg, and we saw the pullback. So this was our stop. This was our stop. So we got our stop got pulled out. Like we made all this money. We made good money trading. So how do I see that, I'm keeping this or not? The most important thing is every low is higher than the low we had the previous candle, but this low is lower than the candle previous, so it took our stop. This is the way most of the times when we see it's a bull trend. Right now, if let's say we're just looking at this, our mind setup is that we are in a bull trend. This is going to be a trend day. This is going to be a bull trend day. So we are going way higher, way up. And also, this is push one for me as of now, because after push one, I'm definitely buying this pullback, because I'm looking for somewhat, like something more. But again, remember, 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is the sixth candle of 30 minutes. So that means there is a tail on 30-minute candle. I will only go long if I go above this candle here, sixth candle. If I go long here, if I go above the close, I'll buy that, and I will look for a go above the push one target. Let's go next. And this is what we saw, everybody who were here, they bought this. We go ahead of this. So we saw this, this was long, this was a push one pullback buy. So push one pullback buy gave another, what, like 4 or 5 points. These are the setups which happen every day, every single day. We just need to go bar by bar. We need to understand what's happening. Push one, you don't have to really write it there. You have to have it in your head, what's going on. So as of now, I'm looking for push two. After push two, I'll see if I have to buy any pullback or not. Okay, very good. This is something. Let's look at our left. In the left, after the breakout, when we saw the indecision candle, that was the push one. We are again looking. I'm sorry, guys. We're again looking at the indecision candle, where we have tail at the bottom, where we have tail at the top. So that means this is indecision. Bulls and bears are not in control. They're just letting go their positions. This means that the pullback is likely coming. Most often, I sell half or 75% of my position if I'm scalping or swing trading or anything. I might have taken my position off sometimes. When they took the low of the close of this candle, because I'm trading little aggressively. It all depends how you guys develop your nature, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you more peaceful trading. So this is the pullback from push two we saw. Again, I do not really often buy push two over here. This is something very important which we are looking at. This is a trend. And in a bull trend, when we we should close near the highs. This is kind of not a buy yet. The next candle, if the next candle is above this will be a buy. Let's see what we have at the next candle. Uh-oh. So next candle, we did not saw any follow through on the top, so we didn't buy. So over here, we saw the tails coming. So this tails means every time near the close, the bulls are buying. Do I buy this kind of a pullback? I always look for pullback. Like this, after this close, I will go, like, let's say it's closed at 1847. I will go for 1849 or 1850 or something like that, so that this is a confirmed thing. I'll buy, let's say if I'm buying 5 contracts, I'll buy 2, and if it come back lower, I'll buy 2 more, but my stop will be this candle here. So let's see what we have in the next candle. So next candle would have been a buy for me. I would have bought this candle. Very important. Next, we're gonna see that I might have lost that money as well. I would have bought this, scaled in lower, and my stop would have been 1845. With 1845, we did not see the follow through. You see, there was no there the follow through was not there. This is the push one. We didn't see the push two. This is the first entry. We didn't see the second entry. I'm expecting this might go up, but what we saw instead is that there is a breakthrough from a major support. This is a major support. We saw 1 2 3 4 5. We saw the five tails, so this is a major support here. So anything below this will give us breakout. Any breakout, I explained yesterday as well, any breakout give us at least 2 to 3 pushes to the direction where we saw the breakout. As most of the time, sellers will be selling, and bulls who bought this, they will be selling their positions as well in loss. So what we saw next, we saw the follow through. We saw this breakout, and after this breakout I would have shorted this here. Like this candle is a short. Why this candle is a short? First of all, it didn't go above the support. This is a breakout. This is a breakout follow through. With the follow through, like my stop is 1846, 1847. This is definitely a short. This is a very good looking shot, and this is what we saw further. Like maybe some bulls might have bought, those who do not draw the trend lines, those who do not understand that this is a breakout, they might have bought this and they are selling again in losses. But this is definitely a shot. This is the one push one for bears, and breakout and push one. So this is the push two. This is the push too. You see, there is no follow through. We should have covered as long, like it start bouncing, we should have covered our position there. Would have shorted this? Yes, definitely I would have shorted this bounce as well. Why? Because if you see, we have a tail over here, like this might give us a trading range or something. This is push one, this is push two, maybe a very small position I would have shorted with the stop this candle, stop to 1843. I would have put my 1844. I would have put my stop, and I would have shorted this guy. If my normal size is 5, I would have shorted, let's say, 2 or 3 or 1 contract even. When the setup is something which I have traded before, why not? And this is what we saw. Same thing. We saw the sell-off. Now again, this was push 1, this is push 2, this is push 3. With push 3, we either see the trading range or we see the deeper pullback. We saw kind of a little bit of a follow through, and we saw a buying, and there you go. Most important, have I bought this thing or not? Yes, I would have bought this thing as a pullback. Push 3, bottom. Push 3 failed, we sold. For bears, push 3 is a buy. Buy this first candle. After the close of this candle, this is a buy with the stop 1834. This is a stop. Understand, there are many setups we can take, there are many positions we can take, but master, just if you're good at breakout, finding a breakout, just look for breakout. You'll see 4 or 5 breakouts a day. If you look at swing trades, just look for 1 or 2 swing trades. If you're good at scalping, just go for the best scalps. Do not try to trade everything, because you will not understand that. You will start mix matching the things. I have done this for 8-9 years now. And this is when I started trading Emini. It was like, when you don't have nothing left with you, and then you start looking for the best possible result. That at that time I saw Mr. Albrook, and he's my mentor. Honestly, I do not want nobody to listen to no candle patterns or indicators or this and that. Indicators in stock market, yes, there are few indicators, leading indicators, which are possible, but for day trading, you don't want to make your life hell. You really don't want to do that. So this was a pullback. With this pullback, a strong pullback, this is the push 1. Understand, this is the push 1, and this is a buy. This is a buy as long as it holds its support. So this was a buy. It didn't took the support. We go for the next leg up, and we saw the bear bar. After a bull bar, right away we saw the bear bar. So that means this becomes push 2. Okay, what is push 1 and push 2? Push 1 is when we saw 1 2 3 or couple of consecutive bull bars or one bull bar, and we saw one bear bar after that. So like this was a push one. From three candles we saw a bear candle, and we go for the another bull bar, and then we saw the bear candle. This bear candle is confirming that this is the push two from the computers, from the institutions, and we saw a deeper pullback. Again, why did we saw this kind of a pullback? This thing is very important to understand. Like we are at 11:20, 11:30 time frame of the day, which I normally call a nap time. Oh, and around this time, the regular traders, they take a break. The pro traders, they take a break. They go for lunch. They are tired. They are trading so heavy amounts since morning. And I personally, if you have followed me for a long time, most of you guys know that I do not trade after 11:30. Then I come back at 2 to 30, sometimes, very few times, to see. I'm missing some chances to make money. Let it be. I do not care. I do not even want to discuss 11:30 to 2:30 period. I do not like to trade that. I do not trade that. I do not want to teach trading that. Like this is something the worst time. Like I mean, you see, this was the push one. We should have gone for next leg up. This gets very deceiving. At the middle of the day. And you see, what kind of a bounce is here? Like is it a bounce even? Like you just took the support again, and I mean, after this becomes very non-directional trade. Like and like if we have push one, this was a pullback. We tried push, failed push three, because you see bull bar again. We failed, no follow through. We saw a deeper pullback. Same thing. Now, like over here, if you see, like this thing, we are seeing indecision candles. So indecision candles, this is the low, this is the breakout point. So what happened here around this area is that bulls are trying for the breakout, bears are selling. Bears are trying for the breakout, bulls are buying. That's why we have tails. This is a time when most of the traders can lose all the money what they have made before. Let's go for the next lineup. Okay, now if you, most importantly, we have the low of the day from the day one, from the first candle. Okay, so this was the breakout point. This candle, this red line is the breakout point. Near the breakout point, bulls try to poke through, make a new resistance for us, which is 1838, and we saw the pullback. This is the first entry. If you saw my Twitter account, let me get you here. If you see my Twitter account here, this is the same time. I said, do you look at this as a second entry? Because this was a second entry. There was truly a second entry. And this is the second entry, what you're looking. Let's go to the next candle. I mean, when I posted this candle here, there was not even at the high of, it was almost 3 to 4 points you guys would have made. Why do I think it's a second entry? Low of the candle, we saw buyers right away from there. This is a second candle, but the most important thing is the breakout will only happen when we take this resistance, which is 1838. And after this 1838, this was a non-decision, a non-decision, what do you call it, period. The next target will be the target when bulls failed during the start of the day. That was 1845. That would be the first target. Let's see what we have at the next candle. We poked through this and we saw a pullback. That pullback is above this, so this is a buy. Next candle, we are getting ready for the breakout. Okay, we tried the breakout, we poked through it, we went above, but we closed below this. We closed below our, what do you call it, the resistance. The following candle, breakout. Let's go back to my Twitter account. This is what I'm looking at. This is the breakout mode. And over here, this candle, after this pullback, I saw it poked, like it's going for the next leg up. Breakout target is 1845. I mentioned it before, while it's happening, while we have 10-point lead, and that's what I'm looking at here, that it's above this, above the 1834. What is the stop? The stop is about 4 points, 1835. What we had next, after looking close above this resistance is a true buy. Shorts will be covering and buyers will be coming. This is what we saw. This is what we saw. Definitely, this is what we saw. And we closed above 1845. We closed above 1845. This means the first pullback will be bought. If we get any pullback. And next candle we saw the pullback. So after a bull breakout, this is a breakout. This is the push one. We saw the bear candle. It becomes pullback. So now we are looking at if we get any next entry long. No, it's all. But see what happened here. This is a very important candle. We had our 1934 target where we saw the breakout. From the breakout, this candle touches here and we saw the buyers again. This tail. So this means there's a lot of buyers coming here. Breakout point, resistance, which is our support now. So this is definitely at the close. This is definitely a buy for the next leg up, and the next leg up will take push one. If it take push one, we are getting push three. So like this is a buy. Let's I would have bought this. This is definitely a good buy. With this top 2 to 3 tick below this support. This is what we saw. 1945, we saw some kind of a resistance. I personally would have sold it here and look for next entry long above this 2 or 3 tick if I got filled and go for the next leg up. There we go. We are going up. There we go. We are going up. And we saw this kind of a pullback. So this becomes our push 3. Push 3, this is the support, low of this, like no follow through for the bears. This is a buy. No follow through is a buy. That's a buy. It's buying. We are buying. We are making money here. And we saw again, we go for the next leg up. This candle here is a third push. Why I said before even this candle was forming. If you see my Twitter account, I said third push possible. Pull back here. One push, two push, this is the third push. If you see, first one was 1 2 3 4 candles. The second one was 3 candles. This is almost 1 2 3 4 candles again. 4 bull candles, and the last candle becoming the exhaustion candle. This kind of a tail on the head, which is taking almost the half of the size of the candle. So this is definitely a short. I mean, if you're too new, you will not take this short. I would have shorted this market at the close here, just for a quick scalp for 1 or 2 points. This is what follow through, like this is a pushback. This took this support. We are going for the next leg down. But at this time, we are almost done for the day. We should not be looking for the pennies. This last session, this square here, this was the time to make money, and this one here was the time to make kind of a limit order market. But I advise you guys, anywhere from 11:30, anywhere from 2:30 to 3, do not trade. Make yourself commitment from 11 to 2. You will not trade no matter what. At 2 to 30, you'll come back and see if you find any good setups. Just make a setup at that time. There are many traders who just trade last 1 hour of the day. How beautiful is it to trade last 1 hour or 2 hour of the day when they know what is the low of the day and what is the high of the day? Everything is confirmed. Nothing climate can happen at that time. So you need to understand where you buying, where you selling. I mentioned here we can see the pullback. We saw the pullback. If you guys are following me, I mean, I'm very much there to predict the market. The reason is these are the setups what I have seen and which are happening every day. Now I have a friend, from Germany. I have a friend Scotland. There are many friends who just do day in and out. They see the same setup. Mr. Albrook, he was an eye surgeon. If you read about Mr. Albrook, he was an eye surgeon, and he dropped everything and he started trading Emini. That's all he trades. Before meeting Mr. Albrook, I was trading this scan, this stock. Today I'm gonna trade Apple. Tomorrow I'm gonna trade Facebook. Then I'm going to trade Tesla. Today I'm going to trade options. Today I'm going to trade this, that. If you're good here, you would have just bought options for S&P and you would have made money, if you are scared of E-mini, But trust me, one contract is nothing, 500 shares. I have a student who I'm teaching personally. He's a college going student. He trades 3 days in a week, and he just trade couple of hours, and every time he trades he said, SK, my budget is to make $100 to $150 a day, and he just I personally message as well him, I let him know when I'm very confirmed about taking any position. So he takes, he trade one contract, simple one contract, and he's looking for 1 to 2 point, and he go back to his class. So I mean, this is the way. You have to be committed to yourself, and this is, promise yourself you will only be studying S&P. You will do not care if Apple gives you $100 move in a day. We do not care. We want to be consistent. We need to be confident enough inside that from the stock market we can survive, and we can have enough bread and butter for our family. We can have shelter. We can give good gifts to our kids. We can give them good life. We can give them good education. For those all things, we need to be sure inside. We need to be committed inside. To be committed inside, you need to have conviction with you. You need to see all those things. Just think you're going back to school. Study S&P every day. Study my videos. Study Mr. Albrook's videos. Every chart every day. At the end of the day, you should have a reason that why these things are happening, because you're gonna see again and again same things are happening. If you see my yesterday video, I had push 1, push 2, breakout, push 1, push 2, push 3, breakout. Same thing every day. This is all I know. This is all I do, and so can you. Let's focus and let's make it big. Good luck, guys.